Hey everybody, it's Campfire Trish, and in today's video we're going to be talking about our family trip to Orlando, Florida, where we started off our vacation at Universal Studios. I already posted those videos and I'll link those videos in the description below. But in this video we're going to be talking about Disney World. We've been there before as a family, except for Lexi. Lexi wasn't around the last time we went. It was 10 years ago. And we returned for our 20th wedding anniversary. And for Lexi's first trip. So, yeah, we started off in Magic Kingdom, and here is our thoughts.
Oh my.
What do you see?
The Cinderella's castle.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that.
If we go in.
No, we can't go in, but we can go around it. Isn't it beautiful? Our first stop was the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. Next up was the Whimsical Boat Ride. It's a small world. This is one that I know Sam would prefer to skip, but I always think it's fun because I love the bright colors and the animatronics. But yeah, the song, wow. We headed over to one of Lexi's favorites, Under the Sea, Journey of the Little Mermaid, where we saw Ariel and her friends. We headed over to Storybook Circus, where we continued our fun. We did some meet and greets in the Circus Stars at Pete's Silly Sideshow. Saw Goofy, Donald, Daisy, and Minnie. That was a lot of fun. Great character interactions. We made sure to stop in and see Pooh and all of his friends, as well as we got to see Stitch, and went on the People Mover, which was my first time ever, and that was a lot of fun. And we saw Buzz. All right, so we missed our 7 o'clock queue for Tron, but we got our 1 o'clock queue. We were number 128 boarding zone, and so we're all on our way over to Tron. It's about 7:30 at night, and we'll see how it goes. Little Miss Lexi over there is excited. She's kind of opened up her her roller coaster world. So she likes Space Mountain, and she wants something faster. So we'll see if we can meet what we can do. Here we go. All right, Lexi and I and the family just finished our Tron ride. We were in the queue for like way over an hour, but Kaylin and I got front row seats. Lexi and Sam were right behind, and Lee was behind them. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's really scary. It hurt my chest.
It hurt your chest a little bit. Well, you're kind of small. But she was really nervous to go on, but she faced her fears, and it was so much fun. It's short. The queue was long, and
Fast.
it was really fast, but it was really cool. Very, very happy. Now we're gonna go get some food. We're starving. On our second day of the park, we headed over to Peter Pan's Flight. Traveled by Rapunzel's Tower. Made a stop on a Jungle Cruise. Made our way through Adventureland to Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, which is fun. And then took another boat adventure on Pirates of the Caribbean. Made sure to say hi to Jack on our way. Made sure to wave to some ghosts at the Haunted Mansion. Zapped some aliens at Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger Spin. Got out the rain at Swiss Family Robinson. I must say, this is one of my favorites. It was my favorite movie when I was little, and I just love it. Took a break out of the sun and watched the Fantasy Parade.
I've got a dream. See, I am as cool and vicious as I seem. Though I'm like breaking famers, you can count me with the dreamers. Like everybody else, I've got a dream. Can't you see me with that special little lady? Rowing in the rowboat down the street. Though I'm one disgusting blighter, I'm a mover, not a fighter. 'Cause way down deep inside, I've got a dream. He's got a dream.
Serenaded to by the Dapper Dans. and walked through the magical Cinderella's castle. Those mosaics are beautiful. You've got to stop by and see them. It is so worth it, and it's kind of hidden. Like, nobody was even in there. It's really cool. We headed back over to Fantasyland to the Beast's Enchanted Castle for an unforgettable dining experience for sure at Be Our Guest restaurant. We were seated in the West Wing, the Rose Room, and it was so cool. Kaylin enjoyed the roasted pullet rose chicken. I enjoyed the grilled filet mignon. And we did get to see the Beast. Dessert was awesome. And yes, as you saw, we tried the Grace stuff, but my favorite was the macaron. We did take advantage and walked through the rest of the restaurant. You can totally do that. So don't be afraid to walk through the other areas. And I mean, it's just absolutely beautiful. If you're a fan of the Beauty and the Beast, I definitely recommend taking a peek. That was definitely a childhood favorite movie when I was younger. And it was really, really remarkable. We had a great experience there. So overall, what was your thoughts about Magic Kingdom this time around?
Well, this is our third trip, and I don't think it was the best one. So Disney World's got a lot more expensive, which you expect, but now you're getting less. I don't know. It seems like we're paying more and getting less. And to get kind of the same experience, you kind of had to add things on a la carte, like Lightning Lane and individual Lightning Lanes, and the food wasn't as good this time either, so that was a disappointment, especially in the food court of the Art of Animation Studios. So the Magic Kingdom part is still great, and it's still a good experience, don't get me wrong, but it was never a value proposition, but it's really gotten to the point where I'm not sure it's worth it at all now. I mean, especially with the kids, not really being into Disney as much, and it's just a different world, I think, than when we first started going 15 years ago. So I don't know. I'm not gonna say it was disappointing, but it wasn't as great as we thought it was going to be.
So I will say, our first day there, we did not purchase any type of lightning lanes. That's what they are called it, at least then. Who knows when you watch this video what's going to be available or what's not going to be available, because it is changing. So we did not purchase Genie Plus that first day to Magic Kingdom, and we only visited part of the park, and so
about half of the park.
And we didn't even get to do everything we wanted to do in those two sections. So it was.
Now, a couple things. That was the day we transitioned from Universal Studios to Disney. So we got there later than we might normally have gotten there. So we didn't rope drop. And because we didn't rope drop, there were some longer lines you might have gotten if you'd rope dropped. So that's part of it. And
then also, one thing we found was the estimated time that you would be in line was not accurate.
It was way off. So,
sometimes.
So to give an example, the first ride we rode was Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, and it said it was a 40-minute wait. It took us over an hour and a half to get through the line, and that's because everybody that bought the individual lightning lane, they were letting all of them go through first. And so it's one of those things where, you expect that people that pay a little more get to go a little sooner, but the idea that everybody goes ahead is a little ridiculous. It should have been like a 2-to-1 or a 3-to-1 kind of thing, because we literally stood in line without moving for very long stretches of time. And then when we got to the front, we found out that's why, because everybody that came through the lightning lane, they would let them just go first without having any kind of, well, let's let 2, let's let 3 go, then let some of them go, which is what you would have had before. So it's a bit, and I understand, I get it, you pay to play. But it's just, you shouldn't have that big a stark difference. And that was one of the issues we had, because it used to not be that way.
Yeah, so we ended up adding an extra day to Disney World. So we actually did 3 days at Disney.
At Magic Kingdom.
Magic Kingdom. Because we were afraid that we would not get through what we wanted to get through in just a 2-day time period. So we knocked off a day in one of the other parks while we were there. So, I mean, and then we actually did purchase, at least for one of the days, the second day there, we did purchase Genie Plus, and that way we were able to hit those, the ones what we really wanted to hit. And I think we ended up seeing everything we wanted to see on that second day. And
Genie Plus, just like the fast lane pass in the past, used to be you'd go get a fast lane, you go get the line, then by the time you're done that line, your fast ways to be ready. Well, it's the same with Genie Plus. You could manage it to where you're waiting in line for one, and by the time you were done, you're using your Genie Plus one. And once you use your Genie Plus one, you sign up for another Genie Plus. So you could kind of manage it a little bit better to reduce your wait times overall. So that was a better experience. But it comes at the cost of an extra $100 or more per day. For us, it was about $125 per day more. On top of an already super expensive vacation, and we paid it because it was already an outrageous vacation. So what's another $100 per day? So yeah.
Yeah, and so I think it was worth it for us at the time. Like, looking back, I'm like, oh goodness, it was crazy, but it was worth it. We did not stay at the parks all day. I think all of our kids were pooped. It was hot. And we were all tired, so we wouldn't stay at the parks all day. We did, Sam did travel back that evening to see the fireworks with our oldest daughter. But everybody else was just kind of tired. And it was hot, and it was really busy. I think the crowds have slacked off since we went, which is kind of crazy.
Like we hear reports of how the parks are dead, or there's just not as much people that normally experience, which is normally, one of the reasons why we go early is to avoid some of those crowds. So it seems like that strategy might have backfired a little bit. We should have gone a little later. Yeah. It would have been hotter, but at the same time, if you can get in a park early and you can get everything done, and then get back to the pool by lunchtime, that'd be a big difference. But yeah, so maybe that kind of backfired a little bit, but yeah.
So we did end up we ate quick service meals. The first night we ate at Cosmic Rays. Is that what it was? And that was pretty traditional park food.
The burgers were, I think, better than the last time we had them there, which says a lot, because they were probably still hockey puck burgers, but they weren't as bad as they used to be. I know the last time we used to get those burgers, they tasted almost like cardboard.
Yeah.
So they've gotten a little bit better. I think one of our kids had the chicken nuggets, or chicken strips,
and they were fine.
Yeah.
Actually, she still says, I think that was Lexi, and she still says that nowhere as good as Disney's chicken fingers, which is kind of funny. And we also ate at the Columbia Harbor House as well, and that was also really good. We ended up sharing meals, and I think we tried the fish and chips, and then chicken fingers, of course, and the clam chowder, which I heard was very good as well. I don't remember if I ate that or not. I don't know. I can't remember. And then, of course, we ate at Be Our Guest, and that was by far probably one of the best meals we've had.
Yeah, the Be Our Guest experience was very nice.
Yeah.
We weren't expecting to. We got a surprise visit from the Beast during the lunch, which we had understood he only comes out during dinner, so that was nice. So it was a very, it was just me, Kaylin, and Trish, and our oldest. So we didn't have all of the family there, because we knew that the other two wouldn't eat the food they were serving, and we're not going to spend that much money on food that people aren't not going to eat. Yeah. So, but we had the food. It was great.
It was really good.
It was really, really good. I had the escargot for my appetizer. And I would say I probably wouldn't do that again. It was just kind of different. because I've had escargot in the past.
The escargot,
but it wasn't bad. It's just not my
texture was good. It was very tender, but what they mixed it with,
whatever they had with it wasn't. Well, just wasn't a fan.
Yeah.
It's not. I mean, and it might, that kind of thing might be your thing. Who knows? But for us, it just wasn't.
We ate it,
but everything else was great. I can't remember what I ordered, but it was really good.
You had the filet.
Yeah.
And I talked about it earlier. And then I had the French onion soup, which was really, really good. Again, we enjoyed that meal was probably one of our best meals, the whole entire Disney trip. But yeah, otherwise, I think, I mean, it's Disney. It was Disney World. It was Magic Kingdom, and it's definitely, I mean, it's still magical. We walked through the shops. We didn't do everything. I would have liked to have done a couple of other things, but it was, when you go to a park like that, you have to expect not to do everything that you may want to do. And if you go in with that expectation, you're going to be less disappointed. So I think that's one big thing is don't expect to see it all, and take breaks, drink lots of fluids, don't think your trip's ruined if you don't see it all. But so yeah, that was Magic Kingdom. Next up is going to be Animal Kingdom. Make sure you watch that. Don't forget, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do so. And if this is your first time coming to see me, I'm talking about our vacation, but typically I do outdoor cooking videos and camping review videos and camping, lots of things outdoor camping related. So make sure you check out my other videos if you're just checking in and you want to check into other things I do. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time, bye.